Welcome back to the Av Attack. I'm your host, Prescott Chambers. Fire Bednar. Trade McKinnon. It's time to start over. This team is a bust. Just kidding. In this game, 27 of 82 in Elmont, New York versus the Islanders. This is the Avs' first of a 4-game road trip, and they are leading the league with 44 points on the season. The Islanders won their last game in a home bout against the Tampa Bay Lightning, and I'm sure they're looking to get some revenge for the loss we served them in our last matchup. This is Brock Nelson's first game back on the island since the trade last year, and he's buzzing right now with 6 goals and 6 assists in his last 10 games. And I forgot to mention that Nathan MacKinnon was named first star of the month for the month of November. And why wouldn't he be, with 11 goals and 15 assists for 26 points in 13 games? Incredible. Starting goalies for this one were Ilya Sorokin and Mackenzie Blackwood, as Wedgie is still listed as out for a upper body injury. Period 1, the Avs look well rested in the opening minutes of this one. They try to set the pace early. A good amount of back and forth possession. Then at 5:55, Kyle McLean puts one past Blackwood after an initial save and a chaotic puck battle in the crease. The assist from Ryan Pulock and Mark Gatcomb to make it 1-0 New York. Bednar decides to challenge for goaltender interference as Gatcomb's stick was wedged in Blackwood's pad during the chaos in front of the net there. I thought it was a good challenge, but Stripe said no, and the goal stood, and the Avalanche had to kill a power play, which they did. The Islanders were looking decent. Shots on goal were 10 to 5 in favor of New York with just under 10 minutes remaining. At 12:35, Marty Necas gets called for interference, giving the Islanders their second power play. The Avs kill again. Sorokin is making great saves as well as Blackwood. New York making some good-looking plays, and at 18:20, Anders Lee snipes one to make it 2-0 Islanders with the assist from Matt Barzal. The first period comes to a close, and that's the score we carry into the second. Period 2, shortly into the second at 1:16, Arturi Lehkonen gets called for cross-checking. Then Matt Barzal gets called for tripping at 1:47 to give us a 4-on-4. Nothing happens, and they continue at even strength. The Islanders continue to put pressure on the Avs, and at 6:58, Bo Horvat puts in a rebound with assists from Matthew Schaefer and Ryan Pulock. It's 3-0 New York. Then just over a minute later, at 7:59, Adam Pelech snaps one in with assists from Matt Barzal and Anders Lee to make it 4-0 Islanders. I was kind of just speechless at this point because, I was trying to write all this down while it was happening, and it was happening very fast, and I was kind of blown away. But finally, at 8:37, Valeri Nichushkin deflects in a goal with assists from Sam Malinsky and Brock Nelson, and it's now 4-1. His first goal back from injury, I will also add. Then at 10:04, Marty Necas throws one toward McKinnon that goes off an Islanders skate and into the back of the net. Assist from Victor Olofsson and Brent Burns to bring the score to 4-2. After the slew of goals, both teams start to cool off a bit. We get more back and forth possession. The Avs can't seem to keep the pressure going or get any good passing cycles in the offensive zone so far. With 2 minutes remaining in the second, shots on goal are 30-25 in favor of the Islanders. At 18:12, Makar gets called for tripping, and at 18:45, Matt Barzal makes an insane move and puts in a beautiful backhand. The assist from Max Shabanov. It's 5-2 Islanders, and we head to the third with the Avs looking for a comeback win. Period 3, shortly into the third, at 1:27, Arturi Lehkonen slaps one in to make it 5-3. The assist from Cale Makar and Marty Necas. Colorado is really trying to take control of this one. At 8:11, Matthew Schaefer throws one over the glass for a delay of game, and the Avs go on the power play again. They can't seem to get set up very well, and the Islanders kill. New York is playing fantastic defense to protect their lead, as well as Sorokin just standing on his head in this one. At 16:42, Scott Mayfield goes to the box for tripping. The Avs can't make anything happen once again, which was disappointing to say the least. If they could have made something of those last two power plays, it would have at least got us some momentum. But nonetheless, Bednar pulls Blackwood, and the Islanders throw in an empty net goal at 18:45. We get a small scuffle to end the game, but the Islanders take this one with a score of 6-3 and hand the Avalanche their second regulation loss of the season. Overall, the Avs just couldn't get sustained pressure on New York. They had glimpses of success, but just could barely get set up in the offensive zone, and it just no momentum in this one for the Avs. But I did have a sneaking suspicion that we might drop this first game on the road trip, primarily because usually we do play the Islanders twice a year, and most of the time, whatever team loses the first game will generally win the second matchup between both of us, so I almost expected it. But, you get what you pay for, and you can't win them all. The next two games will, of course, be another back-to-back, the first of which is on Saturday, December 6th in New York City versus the Rangers. And until then, as always, I'm your host, Prescott Chambers, for the Avattack. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.